Hey everyone, and welcome back to House of Mystery. Thank you again, as always, for joining us. Today's video is going to be a little bit shorter than normal because the series we are going to talk about only has 3 books, and unfortunately, they have not been made into movies yet. But as fabulous as these books are, I'm hoping that that is going to happen really soon. So this is a 3-book series by Louise Inez, and the main character is named Daisy Thorne. If you haven't heard of this series, I'm not entirely surprised because there are only 3 books. They're relatively new, and I just happened to run across one at the bookstore one day. I picked it up, I read the back. It sounded pretty good, so I was like, I'll give it a shot. And then I was like, please tell me there are more. And I'm hoping, even though I haven't found anything yet that one is in the works, I'm hoping that there's at least going to be a 4th book because I really enjoyed this series. The series is set in Surrey, England, so it already has like a great backdrop for a cozy mystery series. And what I love about it is that even with that setting, each book has its own very particular setting. One is at a salon, one is a lodge, and one is at a country mansion, which is actually the first book that I read, Death at a Country Mansion. I love that the main character, Daisy Thorne, is a hairdresser, and so it's like the perfect setting to get a lot of different perspectives. You've got people coming into the shop, you've got people who work at the shop, everybody hears all of the local gossip, and so she's able to put clues together that way, and it just flows so naturally. I absolutely love it. And while we've talked a lot about the book series that go along with Hallmark movies, while they have some really great characters and plots, sometimes in those books I can feel like the writing is maybe a little bit forced. Nothing against those authors, of course, but I guess maybe where I've seen it on screen first and then I go to the book, if it doesn't match exactly or if it feels too forced, I don't like it quite as much, even though I still love them. This book is just incredibly well written. It flows so naturally. I found myself not able to put these books down. And so what I want to do today in the video is just read really what comes from Amazon and the back of the book covers to get you a little bit interested in these books. I will go in order and tell you what each is about, and then you can decide for yourself if these are books that you think you would want to pick up. I, of course, highly recommend all 3. So let's get started with the first of the 3-book series, Death at a Country Mansion. No one would ever accuse famous opera star Dame Serena Lavente of lacking a flair for the dramatic. Unfortunately, it's curtains down on the dysfunctional diva when she's found dead at the bottom of a staircase in her elegant home. Solving an opera singer's murder may not be the typical hairdresser's expertise, but Dame Serena was the mother of Daisy's best friend, Floria, so Daisy must do or die her best to get to the roots of the case. And of course, there's some play on words there with her being a hairdresser, and as corny as it is, it really actually works very well. So she finds herself flying in the middle of this mystery because it is the mother of her best friend, and I don't want to give too much away, but it's a really great start to the series. The second book, Death at a Salon, is actually probably my favorite out of the 3. When Ooh La La regular Mel Haverstock left the hair salon that morning, no one expected it would be her final parting. But when Daisy closes shop Saturday night, she finds her client dead as the mullet cut. Homicide is back in style in the quiet village of Edgemead in Surrey, England. But who would want to harm a hair on poor Mel's head? Suspicions higher than a beehive pile on Daisy when it's revealed that she and Mel had tangled back in high school, and DNA evidence seems to color her guilty. Handsome DCI Paul McGinnis gives the hairstylist new accessories, a lovely pair of silver handcuffs. To clear her name, Daisy must highlight the real backstabber, or she'll end up shaving heads in the prison barber shop. Again, this one is likely my favorite. There's some humor in there. There's good characters. The detective is a really good play off of Daisy. I like the relationship that they have and kind of start to develop. And Ooh La La, by the way, is the name of the salon that Daisy owns. So again, just a perfect setting for all the gossip and all the clues to come together. The third and final installment as of now is Death at Holly Lodge. This one is also really great because it is set at Christmas, and I also love a Christmas setting. So I can definitely see this also as like a Hallmark movie waiting to happen. In this one, Ooh La La hair salon owner Daisy Thorne adores the Christmas cheer in her picturesque hometown of Edgemead, England. Excitement is extra high this year as international pop star Mimi Lavente, the village's newest resident, begins renovating historic Holly Lodge. But the charming country home's makeover is cut short by a shocking discovery: the body of a man dressed as Santa Claus jammed inside the house's chimney. The secreted Santa is identified as Gregory Pierce, a local father who vanished on Christmas Eve 2 years ago. As the case moves from missing to murder, Daisy and dashing DCI Paul McGinnis begin combing through the clues of Christmas's past. But the killer will go to great lengths to keep old crimes under wraps. Now, DCI McGinnis must protect Daisy as she tries to untangle the mystery before a merry murderer embarks on another sleigh ride. Again, this one is really great with such a good setting. There's this discovery of a body that nobody was even looking for, and you have to go back in time a little bit to piece the clues together. So again, very well written, very well done. Bravo to the author, and I am just hoping for at least one more book. Of course, that would probably leave me wanting more, but I'll take just one. So there you have it for the Daisy Thorne Mystery Series. If you have already read one or all of these books, please leave a comment. Tell me which one is your favorite, what you like about it, what you would like to see happen next. And if you haven't, please check them out. If you love cozy mysteries, I highly recommend these. I know there's a lot out there to pick from, and sometimes you get started on one. If there's 20 books in a series, it's hard to put those down, but there's only 3 here, so take the time to read them. I really don't think that you will be disappointed. And if you've made it to this point, I really, really appreciate your support. I have loved mysteries since I was a kid. I'm actually going to do a video really soon about what got me started on mysteries back when I was in like first grade. But I really appreciate the support. I hope that you love mysteries as much as I do and that you will keep watching. And again, if you have any feedback or ideas for me, I'm always open and always would love to hear it. So thanks again, and I hope to see you next time on House of Mystery.